Hello, I am Anawiltos, and welcome once again to another episode of Exploring the World with GeoGuessr. Now, today I don't really have a lot of time for videos, so I decided to go with something easy to do, and that is the famous places maps, which should be relatively easy if my last time serves correct. And in fact, they may be easy enough that okay. um Now I have to find it again. Snap. Where was it again in Rio? Hopefully there's more than 5 on this map. There should be, anyway. Okay, there it is. Cristo Redentor. We are in front of a little I'd say that's the restaurant, although the exact location is a bit difficult to ascertain. So the Cristo Redentor is here, and we can actually see its shape on there. So that means we are at around this angle for the Cristo Redentor, which does put us in this area around the restaurant. Now, if I can only recognize these shapes, that would make things a lot easier. So I do see some stairs going up, but at which angle are they going up is the question. They are going towards the Cristo Redentor, which in this case they're going away, which means could we be a bit closer than expected? Okay. So the stairs I looked at were some wooden stairs, but these don't look like they're wooden stairs. Let's go back to start. Okay. Perhaps it's possible to stand there. Actually, no, they're not wooden stairs. I was just getting confused. But, okay. Bar and restaurant. Okay, good. So this is a bar and restaurant, and it goes parallel to this staircase. And this staircase points not directly at the Cristo Redentor, but it points at the right there is where it points. So it could mean that okay, the restaurant is shown to be on here, but this seems consistent with what we're seeing here. It goes that way, but then it makes a turn toward the Cristo Redentor, and it points that way, in which case the exact location we started at should be around there. So 13.2 meters distance. Okay. Okay, fair enough. So I think we've got time for another round. Okay, it is more than 5. I just happened to get the same one as last time. Okay, this looks like a European city, probably. It's highly populated. We're on a bus, which I find very interesting. That this... Oh, there's actually people's uncensored faces. Okay, that looks like a double-decker bus. Look left. So if we're in Europe and we're seeing English on the roads, it's probably the UK. The only problem is I'm not familiar with the appearance of most of these Trafalgar Square and Hyde Park Corner. Okay, so we are in London. Oh boy, this is going to be difficult. Okay, let's see. Does Trafalgar Square show up on here? Imperial War Museum. Okay, the south side, if I remember correctly, doesn't have as much as the north side in regards to a lot of these monuments. So we're going to look at the north side of a river. Maybe we need to zoom in a bit. Ooh, Lincoln Inn Fields. Oh boy. Let's see if we can spot a sign for a building. So this building right here doesn't seem to be an actual important building for any government functions or tourism. So a lot of these buildings are being used for commercial space, which is fair enough. So we're in this curvy area right here, where the road curves around. Is it possible to actually move it? I don't actually have any directional arrows, so that actually makes things quite a bit more difficult. Let me see, is there any curvy area here? That's not where we are. It's probably a much smaller, slight curve. Google. Oh, I didn't know Google had an office in London. So yeah, I know a lot of people are familiar with the geography of London, but I'm not. All I know is London's here. Westminster is yeah, farther up the river. From looking at historical maps, so early medieval maps, that is. Well, to be more exact, contemporary maps made about early medieval London is about the level of my familiarity with the layout of London. In other words, it's maybe 1,000 years outdated. Let's be fair. Maybe 800 years outdated. My understanding of the geography of London is outdated by 800 years, which I'm not embarrassed for that. It's just interesting to know. Shaftesbury. Is it in the inner city itself? Got the Tower, Guildhall Museum of London Fabric. Man, I'm not familiar with all the neighborhoods of London. Okay, so that's a sign we saw, and that's saying Trafalgar Square, Hyde Park Corner. In that direction. Now we're not actually seeing any road signs, which I find rather uncomfortable. But by the looks of things, there's a sort of radiating curve here, but then a counter curve here, and possibly a straight. I don't know. The Alchemist. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Where's Hyde Park? There's Victoria Park. Hyde Park. Hyde Park Corner is somewhere. Wellington Arch. Do I see an arch? I'm not really seeing anything that looks like a famous arch of any sort. This building, or one of these buildings, is probably famous for something, but I really don't know. So we're looking around Hyde Park, Hanover Square, Church of the Immaculate, Empire Casino, the Ritz, St. James Palace, Hard Rock Cafe, Wellington Arch, Birmingham, St. James, Westminster Cathedral, Westminster Abbey, Big Ben, the biggest Ben. Science Museum. I think we're getting a bit far for it to be Trafalgar Square anyway. Okay, Buckingham Palace is over here. Okay, but we're not at any of these parks, so that's not the curve we're looking for. Wallace, London Central Mosque, Sherlock Holmes Museum, Hilton London Metropole, Wallace Correction, Marble Arch. What's this? Hyde Park something. But Hyde Park Square. Interesting. So this is Hyde Park, but there's a Hyde Park Square. Okay, St. John's Hyde Park, Connaught Square, Sussex Square, Sussex Gardens Green Space. Okay, we're not seeing any of that here. We're not seeing any of that. Okay. But Trafalgar Square, Wellington Arch, New Zealand War Memorial. What's this? Australian War Memorial. Get all the Anzacs in there. High Commission for Pakistan. Saatchi Gallery. Oh my goodness, this is actually quite hard. I'm trying to figure out where this could possibly be, but my knowledge of a city just is not adequate. It's such a big city that it's pretty difficult. Okay, I'd think that they definitely have a sign for the bridge if it's across a bridge, so we're going to assume that it's not across a bridge. So Hyde Park Corner. Playboy Club, London Hilton. Hyde Park Corner Underground. Okay, so this is Hyde Park Corner. This that we're looking at over here. Which, according to this, is okay. So let's see. This bus is following the lines. Wait, is okay. So if that's forward, that means that this is a one-way road that leads to Trafalgar Square and Hyde Park Corner. But Hyde Park Corner is over here. So Trafalgar Square, where Belgrave Square. Where's Trafalgar Square? The city, also. The city. The city. Okay, so we're talking about the city of London. But we're also talking about Hyde Park Corner is before wherever this is. So that's Marble Arch. Cumberland. What is that? I don't know. We're definitely seeing some road. Cumberland Gate. The Cumberland. Checkpoint. So what's store? Okay, Gap. That's a store. That's a store with a recognizable name. Ripley's Believe It or Not. Okay. So we've got the Gap. We've got Ripley's Believe It or Not. We've got Boots. Barclays. Okay. And the Sting. Nothing else seems really recognizable. Yeah, I can't really zoom in to read that. Well, Lil. I'm not familiar with that word anyway. Big bus tours. Okay, ATM. Okay, whatever it is, it's not this. Also, let's. Okay, let's think about this. Let's think about this. I'm not seeing a hotel. That's Buckingham Palace. So we're definitely not there. We're someplace that leads to Hyde Park, to Hyde Park Corner. But also leads toward the city if we go that direction. And leads to Trafalgar Square. So the city, Trafalgar Square, then Hyde Park Corner? Or is it the other way around? Or is it in order of importance? That's things you got to think about, hey? What's this? Consulate of Romania. Okay. So the question is, where am I? Oh, snap. Google Belgrave House. Victoria Palace Theatre. Nova North. Victoria Memorial. We're definitely not there. Trafalgar Square Post Office. So Trafalgar Square is somewhere around here. This is no, that's Police Station. So where's Trafalgar Square? Is this Trafalgar Square? Where in the world's Trafalgar Square? Wyndham's Theatre, Garrick's Theatre. St. Martin's in the Fields. There it is. There's Trafalgar Square. Okay. There's Tesco Express. Everybody's favorite. Okay. So, we're in a direction that leads to the city, Hyde Park Corner, and Trafalgar Square. Trafalgar Square. Man, I lost it so fast. There it is. But we're not at Trafalgar Square because there's obviously isn't a Tesco here, and we obviously know that Tesco is the top chain in the UK for all your needs. Not sponsored. In person, Queen's better. So I'm thinking, since it's saying the city, and the city of London is there, Hyde Park is there, so yeah. Hyde Park Corner is here, which means we must be somewhere over here. Or up here. So all I need to do is find some things. Victoria and Albert Museum, South Kensington, Fulham, or maybe I'm on the south side. No. I need to find another sign. I need a message from above. I need a message that leads to knowledge being gained here. We've got these one-way roads. Wait, the bus lines, of course. The bus lines. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Where do the bus lines come from? There's bus lines here. Knightsbridge. Come on. And not anymore. Anywhere up here. Oh, there it is. There's a bus line. Bus line. Bus line. Well, I'm not seeing it anymore up here, but man. But Hyde Park Corner must not be too far away for it to show up on the map like that. Sloane Square. Barclays Bank. Did I just stumble on something? Did I see a Barclays somewhere? Gap. Ripley's. Barclays. Barclays Bank. Club Monaco, Pure Leaf London, Pop-Up Tea Boutique, Buggy Milano, Links of London, Liz Earl, Hobbs, Sloane, Peter Square Jones, Hobbs, Sloane Square. Oh. Okay, Hamptons International, Venus Fountain. Let's see, can we get it even bigger? Okay. Rag and Bone, Salon Sloane, Hobbs Peter Jones, Pay Points. It is a Barclays, but I think it's of a different sort. It's of a different sort. Because it's on this curvy bit too. And Barclays here is definitely not on that curvy bit. So that cannot be it. So I thought I had a lead in there, but no lead there. So yeah, this is definitely going to be quite difficult. Now this here is not the right kind of curve that we're looking for. Buckingham Palace, but we're not in the city, otherwise they wouldn't give me a sign to go to the city. And we're also not in a place that has a circle, but we do have a curve. And so far, I haven't really found a road that looks like the kind that I want. Or at least it has the correct shape for what I'm looking for. And look at this. This is not what I'm looking for. Barclays Bank? Wait a second. Okay, Al Baraka. Nope. Okay, so I guess Barclays Bank is a common chain in the UK. Do you really call a bank a chain? I don't think you can call a bank a chain. You just call it the bank. You've got Barclays. You've got the Thames Water Tower with Santander Bank. And books for free. Man, I want to get some free books. And I'm not talking about a library sense of free books. I'm talking about you actually own the books. They're free. Someone just says, here, have some free books. Of course, it depends on what books they are. There are some books that you definitely wouldn't want to have for free. And by that, I mean books that you would actually want people to pay you to have them because you just hate those books so much. McDonald's, we're not seeing one there. Am I taking the wrong approach? Okay, Hyde Park. Hyde Park Corner, Trafalgar Square is not there. It's down here. Trafalgar Square, Hyde Park Corner, and the city. Big Ben is down here, but that would have a sign for it, I think. We're not in a circle. Or at least I don't think we are. Okay. Time to take another look around. The Sting, Barclays, Gap, Ripley's Believe It or Not, and nothing else seems to be too interesting here. Looking at the skyline to see if there's something. Okay, there's that. And the question is, what is that? What in the world is that? And that. Now, I don't know if that's an important building, though. I really don't. Because unfortunately, we don't actually have the option to move anywhere. Bus tours. So we're right next to a bus station. French something. Bank robbery. Lil something. And people are entering and exiting that place. And of course, everything here seems to be one way. Well, it does go two ways there, but it definitely is one way where I am right now, looking from. So it goes in there, goes in there. That's a bus lane. Traffic comes from there. Okay. Okay. We are seeing one-way roads on the map. Okay, it does show up as one-way roads. So we do need to worry about that. Well, not worry about that, but You do need to be aware of that. Is there another place from the north that might make sense to reference Hyde Park Corner? As well as Trafalgar Square and the city. Yes, that actually would make sense if you're maybe up here somewhere. Problem is, again, I don't see the kind of road that I need to see for this. Sussex Gardens open space. Not what we're looking for. We're not looking for an open space. Listen Grove, Sherlock Holmes, the London Central Mosque. Does the London Central Mosque have a dome? If it does, we're not seeing a St. George and a dragon statue, though, so we're definitely not there. And we're not next to a park. Great Portland Street. Interesting, but not very helpful. But wait. The city, then Trafalgar Square, then Hyde Park Corner. So what if I'm taking this the entire opposite way? What if, let's see, is there a road that actually follows that path, though? There's the Hyde Park Corner, Piccadilly here, Piccadilly Circus, Boots, Gap. Are we at Piccadilly Circus? Oh man, Piccadilly Circus! Why didn't I even think about that? Not that Piccadilly Circus is that famous internationally, to be honest. And to be honest, I actually had no idea what Piccadilly Circus looked like. But there it is. There's Piccadilly Circus. And Little Britannia, Cool Britannia, Gap, Boots, Barclays. So the exact location is... let's be sure I get this right. So that's all one way coming in here. Some of it goes in there and goes through, and that's one way coming in here. But I gotta make sure I get this right. We're right next to Boots and Gap. And the other side is the outlets, and we aren't on those yet. So I'd say we're maybe over here. Make a guess. 5,000 points, 12.3 meters off. There we go. Okay, so we were... there we go. Piccadilly Lights. There you go, Piccadilly. Okay. Let's see. Do I have time to do another? Sure. Maybe. I've been going for 30 minutes, though, so that would be a long edit time. Let me think. Do I want to do another? No, I think I'll stop here. I've got other things to do, so I need to stop. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Tell me what you thought, and in the comments section below. And I will be seeing you all next time on Awiltos Over and Out.